Well, there's the old adage that says that you should learn something new every single day. Well, I try to do that, and sometimes it happens whether I like it or not. And when it comes to my mom, she was always taking this normal, mundane things, and there was always a lesson that came around from that. So I've always been in this place of trying to learn something each and every day. And we have another learning opportunity for me and for you. And here to tell us more about that opportunity is Becky Safrick, Assistant City Manager at the City of Greeley. Great to have you here today.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I need to learn. It's time to learn, Becky. And we have a great opportunity, and that is Doc Talks. Can you tell us a little bit about what Doc Talks is all about?
I would love to. Doc Talks was created by the Greeley Creative District as a way to link the community with some of our greatest experts that live here and work here locally. The Creative District includes Banner Health and also the University of Northern Colorado. And both of those institutions have doctors of education, philosophy, doctors of medicine, and many of them have very specialized niche expertise areas. And they're very interesting. And we thought it would be fun and enjoyable for the community if we could set up an opportunity in an informal setting for folks to learn more about some of these areas of expertise. So our Doc Talk series is a group of experts in their fields that will each be delivering a presentation around that topic of their greatest knowledge. Again, in an informal setting that the community is invited to. We'll be doing this in January, February, and March of 2020.
All right, so that informal setting that you mentioned isn't necessarily where we are right now, which is in the council chambers. It is actually all three of these sessions will be held at Zoe's in downtown. And so can you remind folks where that is located? And it sounds like if it's in that informal, then the whole thing is formal. I don't need to come in a suit and tie.
Right. Yeah, Zoe's is located downtown, just west of 7th Avenue and 10th Street. And it's going to be back in the coffee shop area and the performance area that they have. And no, it's very informal. We'd love for you to come downtown, have supper, and then come over to the Doc Talks after dinner for some light refreshments and kind of nourish your brain as well. So that will be running from 7 to 8:30 on those evenings. And again, come as you are. This is intended to be a very informal but very informed session together.
Yeah, now this isn't the first time Doc Talks has happened. If I remember right, last year was the first year for this.
We did. We did a series last October with Doc Talks, and that gave us inspiration to kind of keep the program going because we really felt like it was well received, and people they love to learn new things and to learn from an expert, and not just to have it be a presentation, but one that you get to engage in is just magical. So very special evening.
Well, and this is also a little bit unique in that you get to learn some of these specialized areas, but you don't necessarily have to go into an academic environment to do that. So you're not having to audit a class or pay for a class at the university. Not that that's a bad thing. Those are always great. But these are just kind of quick 1.5 hour, just filling your brain with knowledge.
That's right. And they're free. So what could be better?
Yeah.
You get to come and be with an expert. You get to engage in questions after they've done their general presentation, and also the rest of the audience, which will be interesting because folks usually come with all sorts of different perspectives. It's a really enjoyable evening.
All right. So now you've piqued everyone's interest. And I know that you have a few of these already set up. Can you give us an idea of who is coming to speak and maybe what those topics might be about?
Yes. The first one is a medical doctor, and that's Dr. Jason Hutch, and he's going to be speaking about heart things.
Okay.
So that is the first thing. Dr. William Merchant will be our second speaker. He's a doctor up at UNC, and he's going to be talking about statistics, but not in the way you might be worried about. Statistics in a really intriguing way. Okay. And the third one is Professor Emeritus Ron Edgerton. Dr. Edgerton is going to be talking from a historical perspective and give some very intriguing and not well understood or stated aspects of General Pershing and his life and his impact on many things that we would find relevant today.
Okay, so now I'm really interested, and these are just cover a broad scope of areas. I know that the Creative District is supported a lot, and this particular event is supported by it's the state creative area. Yeah.
Right. The Colorado Creative Industries has underwritten this particular series that we'll be doing, and we're very excited about that because they are that credibility that they lend is also because they think this is a very unique and special way to share information in areas where you wouldn't normally have that access.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like we've got 3 of those sessions that are coming up starting in January of 2020. So if folks need more information or want to see which shows are coming up so they make sure that they attend, where can they go to?
They can go to the Creative District website, which is greeleycreativedistrict.org.
All right, awesome. Well, Becky, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to put the topics together about what those are going to be about. And so I'll definitely put that on my calendar. I know that there'll be information coming out about that soon. And thank you so much for coming here today and telling us more about Doc Talks.
My pleasure. We'll look forward to seeing you there.
All right. So everyone, put that on your calendar. Make sure that you're checking at the Greeley Creative District website for all those dates. And again, times for the Doc Talks that are coming to downtown Greeley. Make sure you check it out at greeleycreativedistrict.org.